Shrek 5 has hit another bump in the road. The movie's been delayed again, and now it won't be stomping into theaters until June 30th, 2027. That's almost 2 years away. At first, it was locked for July 1st, 2026, then shuffled to December 23rd of that year. But DreamWorks clearly decided to hold off, most likely because of Hollywood's stacked release calendar. Late 2026 is now home to Avengers Doomsday, which was also pushed back, and going head-to-head with a giant like that probably didn't feel like a smart move. That's the third time the movie's been moved, and now DreamWorks has a wide summer window to make sure Shrek doesn't get steamrolled by other blockbusters. The upside is, the studio gets more breathing room to polish the film, which, given all the recent backlash, might actually be a blessing in disguise. On the creative side, the directing team is one fans of the series will recognize. Walt Dorn is at the helm. He's been involved with the franchise since Shrek 2, wrote and storyboarded for Shrek the Third, and served as head of story on Forever After. Joining him is Conrad Vernon, who co-directed Shrek 2 and also lent his voice to a bunch of DreamWorks characters over the years. Their return means the movie isn't just being built from scratch, it's being shaped by people who know this world inside and out, balancing nostalgia with a new direction. Shift also throws a wrench into DreamWorks' bigger Shrek plans. Eddie Murphy recently revealed that Donkey's long-awaited spin-off was gearing up to start production, with hopes of hitting theaters within a couple of years. But now that Shrek 5 has been pushed to 2027, Donkey's solo spotlight might not arrive until 2028, later than fans were hoping. Murphy himself confirmed that once this movie wraps, they're rolling straight into production on his solo project. It'll finally put Donkey, his dragon wife, and their kids in the spotlight. Imagine the chaos and comedy that setup could bring. It's practically tailor-made for him. If timelines hold, we're probably looking at 2028 for Donkey's big screen debut, but the fact that it's actively in motion makes the wait easier. And the drama doesn't stop there. Shrek 5 hasn't even been released yet, and it's already sparking heated debates online. Not because of memes or casting news, but because of the very first teaser. Instead of building hype, it triggered a wave of criticism and fan theories about where the franchise is heading. The biggest issue? The animation style. Many felt the look was too smooth and glossy, stripping away that slightly rough, quirky charm that made the original movies stand out. Some even accused DreamWorks of Disneyfying Shrek, polishing off the edges to fit a safer, more modern style and forgetting what gave the series its identity. For this movie, DreamWorks didn't just polish up the old designs, they completely overhauled them. A handful of viewers liked the fresh look, noting sharper facial expressions and more detailed textures, but the majority felt it lost the magic. The teaser shows off more realistic faces, advanced lighting, complex shadows, and ultra-smooth animation. Technically, it's impressive, but the reaction proves that fans don't just want cutting-edge visuals, they want the personality and atmosphere that made Shrek. The hate didn't stop at the redesigns. Plenty of people thought the overall quality looked off. Characters seemed blurry, the clothes and backgrounds felt stripped down, and even Shrek's classic vest looked flat compared to the richly detailed versions in past films. DreamWorks explained this as a new visual direction to help the characters blend into modern environments. But for longtime fans, that explanation didn't fly. To them, it just feels like the studio is straying too far from the look and feel that defined the franchise in the first place. But the visuals aren't the only thing people are buzzing about. The spotlight quickly shifted to Felicia, Shrek's daughter, who's all grown up now and voiced by none other than Zendaya. That reveal alone blew up online, spawning countless fan theories, some of which went viral within hours. Zendaya's casting came out of nowhere, since her name had never been tied to the project before the teaser. According to insiders, Felicia is going to play a major role in the story. The filmmakers describe her as energetic, witty, and full of charisma. Definitely her parents' kid. Her character isn't just meant to freshen up the franchise, but also to push it into new territory, weaving in themes of parenthood, growing up, and passing the torch to a new generation, while keeping Shrek's humor and sharp satire intact. Fans are already debating how Felicia fits into the bigger picture. Many think she could serve as the bridge between the old cast and an incoming lineup of characters, possibly paving the way for sequels or spin-offs. Either way, casting Zendaya is a huge move. She's at the top of her game right now, and even if her role ends up being smaller than people expect, her name alone will pull in younger audiences. And despite all the disagreements over the new animation style, the franchise itself is still in a great position. Shrek remains one of the most recognizable animated brands in the world, with a proven track record of staying relevant, roasting pop culture, and keeping fans entertained. Also, crazy rumors are swirling that Lord Farquaad might be making a comeback. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but John Lithgow, who voiced him in the original, has said he'd happily return. That's all fans needed to start speculating, and one theory in particular has been gaining serious traction online. The idea is that Shrek 5 could finally dig into Shrek's past and focus on his family. Shrek III introduced the idea of family with Fiona's pregnancy, and Forever After explored his struggles as a dad who just wanted a little peace. This time, it looks like the franchise could be going all in on the family theme. According to the theory, Shrek 5 might even function as a kind of prequel, showing us what really happened to Shrek's parents. The pitch is that his parents were very much like the Shrek we first met, antisocial ogres who hated humans and avoided other creatures. They'd be proud that Shrek built a family, but furious once they realize he's softened, made friends, and changed his way of life. That clash could be the core conflict of the movie, with Felicia playing a key role in resolving it. It would also finally address one of the franchise's biggest mysteries. Why is Shrek seemingly the only ogre around? Aside from Fiona, no other ogres have ever been shown in the main timeline, and the only real backstory we got was that grim moment when Shrek admitted his father tried to eat him as a kid. We know he started living alone in the swamp early on, but the reason why was never explained. Forever After teased a world full of ogres in its alternate timeline, which only added fuel to the speculation that Shrek might be the lone survivor of some kind of purge. And if you follow that thread, it opens the door to Farquaad's return. Fans believe he could be directly tied to the disappearance of the ogres. In the restored timeline, they're never seen again, and while a quick montage at the end shows them briefly, that bit isn't considered canon. Shrek 5 could be the movie that finally answers this long-standing mystery. For now, it's just fan theory territory. We won't know for sure until we get a full story trailer, but after the backlash over the teaser's animation style, it's safe to say the creative team will tread carefully with how they handle the story. One thing is clear. Even with the disagreements, the promise of Shrek 5 is that it'll stay true to the originals while offering a fresh spin on beloved characters. It's too early to judge the final product, but with the feedback DreamWorks has already gotten, this might just be the wake-up call that makes the movie stronger in the long run. And of course, fans aren't letting go of the supporting cast. Puss in Boots is pretty much guaranteed after the massive success of The Last Wish, and chatter online makes it clear that audiences are expecting Pinocchio, Gingy, the Three Little Pigs, and the rest of Shrek's crew to come back in some form. If DreamWorks is smart, they'll lean into that ensemble charm, because half the fun of a Shrek movie has always been watching those quirky side characters bounce off each other. Shrek 5 is shaping up to be both a nostalgia trip and a big new chapter. It's got Zendaya bringing star power as Felicia, possible lore-heavy answers about Shrek's family and the missing ogres, a rumored Lord Farquaad comeback, and a confirmed Donkey spinoff waiting right behind it. Add in the summer 2027 release date, a creative team of Shrek veterans, and a mountain of merch and tie-ins, and you can feel DreamWorks gearing up to make Shrek a global event all over again.